Hello everyone, this is Bob and Threadbare, and welcome back to Prey Mooncrash. As you can see, even though I haven't reset the simulation, new variables have been added. Specifically, if one of my characters dies, that person will become a phantom now, for certain, and one of the areas will be without power. Now, fortunately, that one does not apply just yet. It will not mean anything until I actually do reset the simulation. I think the rest of this stuff can stay here. The crafting cubes, don't need those until I find a crafting station.
Right away.
The status effect relievers can stay put. Now you may notice that I kind of skipped the character preparation stage for this video. That's because I lost that particular bit of footage to a computer crash. However, you can rest assured that I am playing Riley Yu. As you can see here by the director Neuromod section. Let's see here. So, for certain reasons, I am picking Phantom Genesis, even though I don't really plan on using it. Aside from that, there's also Psycho Shock, which is incredibly useful. Used it all the time in the main game. I will use it all the time as Riley Yu. So let's move on. Oh, there's some stuff down there. Etheric Mimics. I'm not sure if I've got those, checked out yet. So let's see if I can get close enough to actually scan one. Oh, yep, here we go. Now let's just hope they don't go after me. Perfect. Oh, damn it. Other one took advantage to go right after my face. Alright, but I am going to take care of both of you guys. You're worth points. And you also explode, because that's how Etheric works in the DLC. So I take my leave of you. Alright, now this is my second character, so... I mean, I can basically guarantee that there are going to be two characters per playthrough who are definitely going to have the Artax propulsion system, because there's this one here, and there's the one that the security guard carries with him. Alright, so I think it's about time I actually take down the Moon Shark. Riley is actually one of the characters better suited to doing so, because of Psycho Jack, and also because of the mind control ability, although I don't have that yet. And I also have a Q-beam. And compared to a shotgun and... yeah, that's it. Go for it. Yeah, compared to the shotgun and the pistol, the Q-beam can actually deal some damage. I mean, relatively speaking. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm down to 1 hit point. Good thing I also have a whole bunch of medkits, because I kinda need them, apparently. Ow. I got it. And incidentally, what I have right now is hemorrhaging. If I run or jump, then I will slowly bleed out. And coagulation takes care of that. So yes, I believe that's it.
Interesting. Unloading.
So, Moonshark is, yeah, obviously powerful enough to, for delay loop to come on one of them. And let's see, so... Oh, come on. Hey, get your hands off my damn shotgun. Whoops. Yeah, I meant to have, Psycho Shock active, but... Huh. Apparently I'm not allowed to target a poltergeist while it's invisible. That makes Psycho Shock in particular less useful. Most of the other elemental psychic types deal area damage, and so that's not a problem. Right, so let's just double check here. Yep, everything is still powered because the simulation hasn't reset yet. But if it had, if one area was without power, then if I got 2 command modules and stuck them into the area underneath this station up here... 60, jeez. Then I would be able to get power up again. 15 exotic material. Let's see if I can build anything with what I've got. Mostly I'm interested in delay loops and neuromods. Where's the neuromod? Oh, there it is. Yeah, I can build a neuromod. So I think I will. And can't afford the delay loop anymore, but I do have plenty of those to spare. Can't build a medkit either, unfortunately. But hey, there are all these wrenches I don't need. Should have done this earlier, in fact. But it's only 3 mineral material. Not the most exciting. So, anyway, last time I was able to investigate the Moonworks in all its glory. The time before that, I checked out the crew quarters, the crew annex. So today, it's going to be time to search Pythia's lands. Ooh, beefy boy. Oh, sure, I only bought 2 of them. Howdy! Perfect. And the other guy... Oh, little shotgun shells. Nice. And this is one of the characters who can get enough Typhon powers to, for the Typhon gates to exclude them.
Transfer 495, science class operator. Ready. Scanning. Please stand clear of the lounge.
But as for right now, she's fine. Because I've really only got Psycho Shock. Oh, Artax Propulsion. That's a new one. More glide speed and a ground pound ability. Interesting. I mean, not something I'm necessarily going to use, but interesting. Oh, you're new. I know I've been in that little cage before. But I guess Yuri must have moved in there. Anyway, so that collapse in the tunnel here, that does not change. However, you do have the ability to get behind it. And there is a gap in the collapsed wall that's big enough for a mimic item to get through. Nice. Which means that the director in particular can bypass that mimic gate by going underground. And there's actually a book in one of the toilets there that I just wandered right past. Yep. Needs a hacker. Yeah, a whole bunch of just tiny bits of detritus you can turn into. But I don't have mimic matter right now, so it's kind of useless to me. Oh, what are you? Q-beam cells. That's useful. I mean, not like there are any moonsharks in Pythias labs, but still.
Attention everyone. We have a very special announcement from our facility director. This is Director Riley Yu. We'll soon begin testing of the new Typhon towers in the crater. Our specialists assure me the burst energy is harmless to humans. Nonetheless, make sure you are behind greater green breathing when the announcement comes.
That might be related to Riley's story objective. But as for right now, looks like there are a couple of weavers wandering around the Typhon containment area. Let's take care of them. Oh yeah, so the current Chasma bounty was to kill a weaver with a shotgun. So yeah, some of the objectives are really obscure and hard, and others are just... well, just do what you do normally, and there you go. Bonus points. Oh god damn it. More poltergeists. At least I took care of you. Alright, so... yeah, the Typhon here are very conveniently locked up for us to psychoscope. Including the big guy over here. Maybe you remember him. It's the Nightmare. So it is actually possible to release these guys from containment. It's just that you have no reason to do so. That's nice, another gold crate full of Nero mods and medkits. Speaking of which, with 3... looks like I can buy a couple of things here. Mine jack might come in handy. So I might as well. And yeah, 50 more psi pool. Why not? And then under here, doesn't look like this actually goes anywhere, unfortunately. Like, not into those underground areas that you can see around the containment units. Although, what I'm looking for right now is not the phantoms or any buttons, but rather, what happened to all of the bits that exploded out from the weavers? Because they should have delay loop items on them, and it would be nice to have them. And I just realized that all of the electronics in this room must be going nuts constantly. Because the phantoms have a negative impact on electronics, even when they aren't the voltaic phantoms. Cannot be good for the computer systems on this station. Oh, 3 more neuromods just in a drawer. Why not? Alright, so looks like there are no Psychoscope mods or chipsets like in the main game, but you do get stuff for investing into your Psychoscope. Faster scanning speed, the ability to spot mimics, and then greater mimics. Oh, you're new too. I was definitely in this room before. Well, whatever. We're doing a clean sweep this time. Volunteer showers. There's only a men's section. Oh, I don't have any ammo. That didn't go nearly as far as I had hoped. Uh-oh. Yeah, only a men's section, because the only volunteers are men. Those are the only kind of prisoners that USSR is willing to give up, I guess. Weapons locker. On one of the volunteers? Interesting. Alright, any upper way to go from... Oh, yes, there is. There is indeed an upper way to go from here. It's just hard to get up into. Damn it. Okay, here we go. This leads into volunteer containment, apparently. Oh, and here's an etheric phantom. Doesn't know I'm here yet.
Scanning. Typhon material detected.
You don't say. Oops. Alright. Just get around the etheric goo and... Oh, what's this? Oh, I qualify as Typhon now. Got just enough abilities to trigger it. I think in this game, at least, it's 3. Because some of the characters have 2 abilities, and... Andreas Alekna. That's the volunteer we can play as. And those are the abilities he's got, in fact, the installed ones on the left. And maybe also the ones on the right. But yeah, I guess this is his containment area. Giving him the full Hannibal Lecter treatment, I guess. Ooh, skeletal repair kit. But yes, so if you get trapped in this area and you don't have a way to turn off the Typhon gate like this, then you can use the air vents to get in and out.
Typhon material detected.
I guess it can detect on both sides of the gate. Makes sense.
No Typhon detected.
Yeah, a lot of bodies around here. Oh, a security station. For volunteer tracking, and, apparently Andreas actually created a Typhon gate within his own containment. Odd. Andreas is in Containment Area 5, but Area 3 is the one that requires a director override.
Typhon material detected.
Well, let's see what's in all of these areas here. Oh, just an apple in the one guy's room. Oh, a chipset and a mysterious note. Something's going to happen at 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Everyone, we have an extra special message today from our CEO.
This is Alex Yu, CEO of TranStar and co-director of research aboard Talos 1.
Gate reactivation in.
As I sit here, comfortably aboard the greatest technological marvel humanity has ever achieved, I recognize that this station would not exist without the sustaining efforts of our super facility on the surface of the moon. Our helium-3 refinery alone is the lifeblood of this company, not to mention the exciting R&D taking place down there. So I want to offer my thanks and support to our employees hard at work. When you look up, take pride, and remember, we're looking down on you with appreciation.
Yeah, that's not Alex Yu. I mean, that's not even a very good impression. I mean, I suppose that's the character, again, but that's... They couldn't afford the voice actor. Bringing the voice actor back for the DLC, I guess. Let's clear some junk out of here. Let's see.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that'll be good for now. Certainly don't need the control module. I located a crew, apparently. Gunshots. Oh, that's the guy. That's the body I found. What's this? Do not deviate from the official process. Yeah, the official process is how to get more exotic material. We saw the whole thing. We saw how the whole thing went back on Talos. Keep shattering glass, but I'm not sure where it's coming from. They jostled the chair, and when the chair jostled, they all exploded. Alright, that's talking about how there are all of those advanced mimics that do new things. And apparently it has something to do with the lunar surface. But yeah, I can use that console in order to open the containment doors with all the Typhon in them. But I don't think I have any reason to do so right now. I mean, I could kill them for points, but aside from that, no. Not really. Yeah, looks like I've finished with the entry area. And back here is where we were as the security officer. When we were hunting around looking for another anti-rad. And hey, the things we killed are still here, and the Typhon spores that I couldn't collect before, now I can. Thermal Mimic's going a little nuts, but I can't get in there even now. Let's see, that leads to the escape pods. Even if it's not labeled, I can tell. They all have identical layouts. Yeah, let's actually search these labs now. Find Angela Wagner again. See where she's moved. Instructions on how to cut away the Typhon organs. There's a new weapon here. The Psychostatic Cutter. Interesting. Bernhard. Just eat your stuff, why not? Oh, and it's free elite too.
Testing.
Well, it is a melee weapon, so I don't need the wrench anymore. Nice. So, yes, not only does it do melee damage when you strike something with it, when you charge it up, it does a psychic blast that can apparently move through solid objects. So, why don't we test that out on this thermal mimic here? Oh, there it goes. Interesting. Looks like it doesn't move through everything. But it does move through some things. It also uses up all of my psychic energy to do that. And then down into the 30s. Oh yes, the isolation chamber. We were in here before when I found the anti-rads. So we identified this as a possible way of getting out. Unfortunately, I need either repair or hacking, and this character does not have either one. So while it certainly looks interesting, there's no interactions that can take place in here. Oh, and here we have the morgue. Got a bunch more stuff, but I got no room to carry it. A couple more bodies to tie down. You know, I do still have plenty of room in there, so if I clear away a little junk, should have enough room to pick up all of this junk as well. Well, this room is busted. Or the door is busted. But I can get in there. I have mimic matter now. Just need something small enough. You'll do. Put it right there. Turn it into a copy. Bam, here I am. There you are. Damn. That may have just been a normal mimic, but I just tore a new one. Oh, T-ration fabrication plant, another one. But yeah, even without the ranged attack, this thing does an incredible amount of damage. Rebirthed from the Star Womb. What a name. Oh, what's this? Ooh. Weapons lab access, you say? What do I not need here? I don't need the green one, because the blue one is an upgrade. Actually, you know what else I can do here? I can smash the glass. That's not special glass. I could have done that in the first place. If I'd thought of it. I mean, I'd like to say that I was showing off intentionally, but yeah, no. Anyway, for getting in here, we get this area's recycler and fabricator. Mostly now, I just gotta decide what to use. What can I afford to destroy here? Whoops. Forgot to fill it up first. Now, if you're wondering, I am keeping a few spare copies of items for a reason. It's because only one of these characters can actually repair broken equipment. Like this broken control module, for instance. And yeah, so if a weapon runs out of durability, there's only one character who can do anything about that fact. And if we aren't her, then we need a replacement weapon. And speaking of which, I only need so many replacement weapons, so the rest of this can just be chunked right away. I mean, not like I really got much to do, but well, there's this workroom here. Another body. Some more stuff. Ooh, more anti-rad pills. So much junk. So little time. Yeah, I don't need all these food items. The guy who specifically needs food items has already escaped, so that's fine. Let's see. Yep, there is the director area above us, but then there's also the escape pods. You should also see what's in the escape pod area. Whoops. Keep accidentally grabbing the first thing. Yeah, the material cubes can just stay in the mule when I'm not at a station. Alright, here we go into the proper escape pod area. Stanislav.
Warning. No escape pods remaining. Please try another escape pod station or contact... security for emergency assistance.
Ooh. So there is a specific reward for deprogramming humans, presumably either by shocking them or using Mind Jack. Aside from that, I will apparently need to take a look at the telepath here. Haven't researched him yet. Alright, nice. And presumably I've just unlocked the higher levels of mindjacking. Because that's what that dude's whole thing is. Anyway, I've taken out most of his mindjack followers. If I could just find where the... Oh. Nice! That was the last one. Alright, take you out here. Out of range. And apparently it is a very cowardly in the DLC. The telepaths in general just run away in fear much more often than they did in the base game. Like so. Oh, damn it, I don't have enough psychic power, and apparently... And now I've got a concussion. You know what? It does not seem like that thing... It does not seem like psychic power is very useful against a telepath. It might be a good decision to switch to a different sort of weapon. Since, as you can see, the same tactic used against a phantom is quite effective. Oh, he's coming back round again. Yeah, that's enough messing around. I mean, it also doesn't take that much damage from a shotgun. But at least it doesn't take as long to take it down.